I want to move on to just another topic that's lingering in the Senate as well, and that's the bill for the 9/11 first responder bill that seems to be lingering a little bit. Now, yesterday morning, you said on Fox News Sunday that there are some problems with the bill. And then yesterday afternoon, we actually got some news on that bill, and Senator Gillibrand joined us on Fox and Friends to talk a little bit about it. Here's what she had to say.
I've been working with a number of Republicans to really find what would they need to vote for this bill, and that's why we've changed how to pay for the bill, and it's why we've reduced the amount.
So they've changed how to pay for the bill. They say it's paid for now. They changed the amount and reduced it to $6 billion instead of $7 billion. And they say this is really a fund of last resort, meaning a first responder would have to exhaust their insurance and their workers' comp and everything else before they access this fund. That being the case, will you change your vote to a yes on this bill, knowing those new changes?
This has been a moving target from day one. Understand, this is not a bill that was considered by a committee of the Congress and fixed so that when it came to the Senate floor, the main issues were resolved. This is something that they came up with to just put directly on the floor of the Senate without any hearings, without any opportunity to figure out what it should be like, and they've been changing it every day. I can tell you now that the three things that they're using to pay for it, at least a couple of those are very controversial. We're going to increase the fees for companies that use folks coming in from foreign countries on visas. I don't want to get into a lot of the detail here, but it is, as I say, it's been a moving target. I have no idea how this thing would work, how the fund is set up. So they've reduced $7 billion to $6 billion. I have no idea whether $6 billion is a reasonable figure. There was already a settlement with New York City for a lot of these first responders. And by the way, nobody's arguing that people who have gotten ill from working on the cleanup at 9/11 shouldn't be compensated in some way. But the question is, who's responsible? Who's at fault? Do they have the money? If the insurance is adequate to cover it, wasn't the previous settlement adequate? Why do they need $6 billion? How would people apply for it? How will it be paid for, as we say? All of these questions are things that people have raised, and they've been scrambling to try to figure out answers for them. But that is not the way to legislate here at the last minute. We could easily do that in another 3 weeks when we come back here in January.